you're my everything guy, Pepe. Have I ever told you that? I think we just need to make that connection again. Remember when I met you at that burrito stand? You remember the chemistry? Our eyes met? Well, your eyes met. I was wearing shades. I know I never take them off for you anymore. You're right. I love you, Pepe. Corazón. Mi amor. All right. Start her up, Pepe. Do it professional, please. Oh my God, Pepe. Okay, here. This thing is huge. I don't know how I'm going to set this up. Welcome to the Inside Star Citizen Review. There's a lot of buttons on here for Pepe and I to figure out. Now, Pepe is going to be doing the majority of this. I want to say thank you to the community for this and the new microphone I got. New unboxing video is on the way here for the channel so you guys can see how amazing I did opening the boxes and sweating. But I am very happy. Now, this particular video, 11 minutes, we're hitting our sweet spot. Apparently, Jared is listening to us because we were like, the last couple of videos were way too short. Way too short. And now we've got like, what, 11 minutes? I'm happier with that. You know, I think the longer the better because I can take more time to talk over these issues with you guys. I like spending a lot more time on Thursdays with you guys and having nice long shows together, like filled with laughter, filled with love, filled with crying, filled with all the emotional. I mean, like we got the entire emotional spectrum condensed into our show here and you can feel it all the way down to the no-no spot. And man, is it different than any other thing that you've ever experienced before? That's why you keep coming back. And that's kind of what she said. But that was a horrible way to start the show. So I apologize. Let me rewind that for everybody. Hi, welcome to the Inside Star Citizen Review. You guys ready? Let's do it. Yeah.
Hi, all. Me again. Now, last year, we started a very irregular series of segments exploring the daily life of people who don't often get showcased in our behind-the-scenes material. And we'd like to bring that.
Thank you. It's about time. I mean, so many times I cleaned the floor back there. And look, do you like how I dusted back there? I mean, I'm always making sure the lighting is correct for him. And I am so happy credit is being given to me finally for all the hard work that I do.
Back again this week with an origin story for someone that joined CIG last year directly from the Star Citizen community and made a big change to the quality of our trailers and weekly episodes of this very show. Now we'll have a sprint report for you in the second half, but please give a warm welcome to one of the folks at the very heart.
Don't think about that. Don't put ideas into his Ryu.
This sounds like me. Last time I thought it was me and it was Justin.
One of my favorite parts of being a gameplay capture artist is being able to inject a little bit.
Is that was Avenger? Was this? Remember when Avenger 1 used this on the end of his video? I thought that was fucking hilarious. But yeah, I did like this particular portion that the artists and devs did for Cloud Imperium on. This was pretty fucking awesome.
Of fun into the B-roll, like Raftron. Well, the cave full of Picos, which still nobody's found.
Holy fuck, that is the scariest thing. You guys know how I hate Picos right there. That is just putting all types of shivers down my spine right now. I have this irrational fear of Pico. I don't like Pico. I've never liked Pico. And it's just like Pico scares the shit out of me. Pico just scares the shit out. Indestructible. We have to figure out how to take the skin off and put them on the outside of our hulls of our ships so that they're indestructible still to this day. Again, the community has suggested starting at the asshole. I think that is the vulnerability of these Picos. I think we shall find a way. We've done many experiments on them, but we have not yet tried to start at the asshole.
My personal favorite has to be riding on the missile, like Dr. Strangelove. It's actually my desktop background at the moment. Before coming to CIG, I worked as a freelance cinematographer. I started freelancing when I was still at university. I actually didn't tell anybody I was a student. by the time graduation came around, I couldn't go to my own graduation because I'd been booked at another university to film theirs. After uni, I just went full-time freelance and started working on all sorts of projects, from short films to feature films.
They're going to get heat for this. I can already tell there's going to be a bunch of angry people going, this is what 2022 is. I get to learn about this guy's background. What are we talking about here? I can already hear it. You know, personally, I like these little side stories and like getting to learn people in the SIG kind of like atmosphere. But I do kind of think that maybe, you know, these types of things should be not necessarily put in some of these inside star systems, especially at this point. I think like probably not the best decision making, the management, you know, to be like, hey, after we fucking did the roadmap to the roadmap to the roadmap controversy here that we've had, instead of like focusing on content, you know, let's talk about like, you know, this dude's, you know, backstory and how he became an employee here at Cloud Imperium Games. I think sometimes is not that relevant compared to a lot of people's worries. You know, so like, again, I think that comes down to like decision making, although to me, not that huge of a deal. You know, like I kind of do like to know who's behind like making the games and doing the things that help the game out. So it's not a big deal to me, but it might be a big deal to a lot of other people.
Documentaries, but my favorite thing to work on was always music videos. Really just passionate about visually telling stories.
Right, Red.
When I got the opportunity to come here and work at Cloud Imperium Games, I nearly bit the hand off. I was so excited because I was actually a backer. I first pledged in 2016, and one of the things that I always loved about Star Citizen was everything is so beautiful.
Sure, Centurion. We'll do it at the very end, man. Yeah, like I feel a lot for the Ukrainian people, and yeah, just remind me at the end because I go off track a lot. So if you're still here, Centurion, at the very end, do another highlight message if you can, and we will definitely do that at the very end. And I will try and remain silent for a minute, which has never ever happened on stream before, ever. But we will do that because, you know, I already talked about it before the show. I won't get into it, but you know, if you want to see my views on it, you can watch the VOD on Twitch. You know, because I know a lot of people on YouTube are watching this and they only see they don't see the pre-show. But if you want to see the pre-show, you can hear my thoughts on that as well.
Beautifully lit. I think being a backer before coming to do this job really helps. I've already got years worth of just memories of going, okay, there was a place I found that one time that was pretty cool. I think I know how I can get back there. Knowing all the different ships, their interiors, all of that was like a massive help when I started working here, and it's really helped influence a lot of what's going on. One of the most rewarding parts of the job is working with the incredible marketing cinematics team. My boss, Jesse, is amazing. He's got such an incredible resume working on most of the things that I grew up loving. We'll sit down for an hour and just go through some of the shots, and just getting his feedback is so incredible. Working with Justin and the editorial team over in LA is fantastic. Justin is so full of positive energy at all times that me being a grumpy,
like a bromance going on here. I don't know exactly what we're talking about. They're showing their personal phone calls, the pictures they shared with one another that night. There's a lot going on here, but I think that there needs to also be some credit due to content creators who do a hell of a job at cinematics. Some of them we watch here on the channel that are into the Star Citizen machinima, as we say here, that do much better than even Cloud Imperium employees. I know many people like Natronics here with Elite Expeditionary, Mod 81 Games. You know, there's so many to list that do these really fantastic machinimas. Our friend Good Games, these people who make wonderful content that have great camera angles, and they're just visionaries that do a hell of a lot better than a lot of the Cloud Imperium guys. You know, it's crazy.
Brit. At first, I think there was a little bit of a clash where I was like, I don't understand how a person can be this full of positive energy. But he's really rubbed a lot of that off onto me now. So every time you have a call with Justin, it's amazing. It's like you leave it feeling way more energized.
Oh. Okay.
As a
hey,
gameplay
if
capture
they
artist, one
wanna-
of my main roles is
Listen, if they want to rub positive energy all over each other, that's their business. Who am I to say anything about that?
filming the B-roll for ISC. But I also work on the patch trailers, getting to show off all the features of an upcoming patch, as well as working on other gameplay trailers, such as the Alien Week trailer.
Right, absolutely.
Or the Hoverquad trailer. When features reach a particular level of stability, we put them into the live
Stability.
environment, which is where you guys play every day. Before that, we have the PTU. The instability there is generally not great, but it's being worked on. Before
That's an understatement most times. That was a bit of a misnomer, a bit unstable at sometimes.
that, we have Evocati. Evocati is
Yes.
usually very unstable. Before that is where I spend all my day. The biggest challenge of this job is trying to work around a lot of these issues. There isn't always an opportunity.
Yeah, he's working around them because some of these issues really need fixed. Like he's like, can I please stop working around these? I'd love to work through them for once. Can I stop like trying to like cheat the system? Can you guys kind of fix some of these things so I don't like to work around that much.
To get a bug fixed in order to capture with it. So we have to figure out a way to capture it that still shows it, but avoids all of these issues.
More camera controls. I know Heskaha would like that.
And then it'll be my job to go into the game and try and capture that and show that off. Trying to make it look as cinematic as I can, but also trying to really make it look honest to the way that it's going to be when the players get hold of it. Coming to work here and actually being a part of the experience of seeing behind the door and seeing the incredible work that goes on here is fantastic. Honestly, the best thing about working here is just being able to play with all the new features before anyone else. I've said to quite a few people now that it
How about
wasn't
that
that I
nav
wanted
mesh
to work
from
in the
last
games
week? That's going to make
industry.
things
I wanted to work
interesting
here.
with exploration on planets. I can't wait for that.
Spoiler alert, it's never going to be me, because people see and hear me.
Saw that
more than
Corsair
enough as
there.
it is.
Nice.
Like in this upcoming
Drake.
all-vehicle sprint report that I'm going to start right now.
Okay, good. Start it up, Jared.
Right now.
Jared.
Right. As this latest free fly comes to a close, let's start our special
Oh, Red,
all-vehicle
don't you
sprint
dare.
report with this
Don't you
look
dare.
at fan favorite, the Corsair from Drake Interplanetary, currently taking its first steps into gray box phase. It's here that the internal layout developed in white box will be further
Impossible, right?
explored and developed, making certain everyone involved is happy with just how everything fits inside.
The
As we
croissant.
push inside, we can
The
see the
croissant.
hangar bay here at
I
the
like
rear
that,
of the
Red.
ship.
Or as I like to call it,
From
the
there,
pleasure
we
room.
work our way through the main component room and into the habitation area. And beyond that, the center point that serves as general access throughout the ship.
Where's the champagne room? Where's the fucking champagne room at?
Up here in the cockpit, current thinking is that this will be pushed farther along in process earlier so it can serve as a sort of general style guide for artists working on the rest of the ship.
I love the
But
layout.
farther along in the pipeline,
Oh
let's
yeah!
take another look at the
salvage
continuing
gameplay. We
progress
want
of the
that
Drake
added value
Vulture as
gameplay.
it
That
pushes
value
through
added
final
gameplay.
art
Did I just
phase
say that backwards?
with work now
Value added
beginning
gameplay.
on LOD.
Like, wait. I just want salvage to land and hit so bad. I want the salvage gameplay so badly. Just so badly.
As well as these early tests on the wear and tear shader you can see here.
All right. Yeah, this is great.
And once VFX and lighting passes begin, it's easy
What's
to
going
see
on,
that
Oz?
the Vulture will no doubt make a fine-looking addition to the Drake collection of spacecraft.
Yeah.
Banu merchantman explorations continue with these white box explorations of more internal areas within.
Oh, look at this kind of like, what is this behind me? What is this door behind me right here? That dimply looking, what is that, glass dimple door? Like that is a glass Banu dimple door, man. That is so sexual right there. I'm loving this whole, like, look at those sexual devices on the countertop, on the Banu countertop. You've got your sexual devices there. That just looks fantastic. We already know they've got an amazing Xavier room where you put on the helmet, as it were, that I always forget the name of the goddamn computer that Xavier sits in, and the helmet comes down, and somebody always has to remind me and chat the name of it, because I get dementia because I'm getting older now. Dumbledore, yes, Dumbledore is Dumbledore's cousin, right? Yeah, I would love to see this come out by SitCon. I think that you're right, Ryu. I really do think this is coming out sooner than later. I absolutely agree with you. I think that is something that they're pushing for, absolutely.
Including the medical center?
Oh, okay. All right.
Security room.
It's going to have all that ornate, detail in everything. I just feel it. I feel like it's good, like take the Banu Defender and just like multiply that vibe and then put it inside the ship, and it's just going to be so, I'm going to love it. I'm going to love Banu style ships. I already know, like I already have a feeling I'm going to definitely dig Banu style ships, man. It appeals to a lot of industrialists. It appeals to a lot of like people that are into trading, that kind of genre of gameplay. I think that the Banu's like A+ for those types that are just into that, because it's so ornate, and it just reeks of wealth. Just reeks of wealth. Architect says he's not impressed. I love the angles. I love that the alien ships look different. They don't look like human trying to be alien. They literally, the design of a lot of the alien ships, especially the Xi'an ships, look very alien to me. And I dig that, because a lot of games don't get the alien ships right. Like the Van Duel definitely feel alien. Like all the alien designs I've seen so far feel very, very alien. And I like the sexy curves as well, I do. By the way, if you guys missed it, we are calling a winner this, I believe, Sunday for our Vanguard Hoplite with the LTI, and also our $100 Amazon gift card and other prizes here. So, hop on board, become a patron for the good stuff. And if you don't want to get involved in that, don't worry, because we're giving out a $100 Amazon gift card if you trip, fall on your face, and say, hey, what's this channel? So, get involved with that. Support the channel. We are definitely growing. The community is getting much bigger. It's nice to see the momentum. Definitely is.
And WC Suite. And I'm going to tell you, the internal discussion about potentially including even multi-species facilities that are specific to the Banu and even the Xi'an here has been pretty intense.
I mean, that looked pretty tight to me. That looks pretty nice. Is that the massage parlor? I feel like that's the massage parlor.
The Banu and even the Xi'an here has been pretty intense. I'm pooped just thinking about it.
I suppose.
As work continues on the interior of the Banu Merchantman, other staff continue pushing on the exterior with this quick look at the absolutely giant.
That was pretty sweet the way that went. Oh, wait, slow mo. Now it's time for what we do every Inside Star Citizen review, is we do the slow-mo section. And here it is. Pepe, if you'd please get it on the slow-mo. We are going to have the slow-mo portion of our show right now. Let's do it. Hit it right now.
I'm pooped just thinking about it. As work continues.
All right, there we go. That was a slow-mo section of the fucking show. Sorry, crack myself up every once in a while. All right. I think that was perfectly placed for the slow-mo section.
On the interior of the Banu Merchantman, other staff continue pushing on the exterior with this quick look at the absolutely ginormous landing gear and rigging tests that are currently
underway. It's like a fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex leg right there. Yeah!
Now, landing gear and the related compression animations are essential in effectively conveying the true heft and feel involved when the ship successfly touches down.
Damn!
It's the little things. the really enormous little things.
It's getting better, man. Ship design, implementation, execution, it's getting better. You guys notice that? Like when it comes to ship design, it seems like every single fucking model is coming out better and better and better. Jesus. I mean, like, wow. So good. So good.
Work also continues on the Scorpious from RSI as artists take one wing to final art ahead of duplicating and reversing it for the other three. There's
Did he say 300?
On the
Banana.
And egress points, and even additional tints.
Listen.
Finally, before we
Listen, this Scorpious, man, aesthetically, the fucking Scorpious is going to be tight with those fucking wings. But let me just say again, there's going to be a lot of area. With those 4 wings coming out like the X-Wing, you know, there's going to be a lot of area to shoot at that you're going to get hit. And if one of those wings clip off, like I'm expecting that they will, then you're going to have a hell of a time flying if you're a PvP dude. If you're into PvE and that shit and you just wanted to fly out, you know, to flex a little and look, you know, like, look at this. You want to be ostentatious? Go for it. But, you know, like if you're into the PvP, just be careful because there's going to be a lot of area on this. And then who knows how that's going to affect atmospheric flight. I think that's going to be a big no-no. So, you know, this one kind of warning bells. Little bit of warning bells for me. But, you know, hey, it does look pretty nice. It does look pretty nice.
And finally, before we let you go this week, let's go deep inside the Hull C and take a nice long look at its current interior. Folks who have followed along with the development history of the Hull C will already know that it began its journey through the ship pipeline quite some time ago.
Oh my God. I am so excited. I am so excited for this. Hull C, man. I'm excited for this one. This is one of those ships back in the day when I was like, man, I want to see what this is going to look like in game. And now seeing it here like this, damn, that's exciting. That's exciting.
Ago, before it was eventually moved to the backlog
in my pants, Red Bear. No, sorry.
When it came time to pull it out of mothballs and start up again, many aspects of the shipbuilding pipeline had continued to evolve, along with the visual expectations of everyone involved. So while work on the upcoming cargo refactor continues, members of the EU vehicle content team have been gently bringing the Hull C up to modern Star Citizen standards.
It's looking very fresh. It's looking very fresh. I'm already digging it. I'm already digging it, man. There's going to be a lot of happy people. From the interior, I'm digging the interior. It's looking real fresh. This. Thank you, I appreciate that.
It's work on new tractor beam and remote camera UI being developed.
What's up, Max?
I'm sure you've probably guessed it, the ever popular building blocks tech, which will allow players to successfully operate this unique addition to the persistent universe. And while its smaller sibling, the diminutive Hull A, is scheduled to arrive before it in the upcoming Alpha 317, we'll continue to check in on this economy-altering vehicle as it continues its long journey.
Whoa. I think we're going to, first time ever, second slow-mo. We've never done a second slow-mo in the show, but we're going to do a slow-mo portion just for this. To
the persistent universe. And while its smaller sibling, the diminutive Hull A, is scheduled to arrive before it in the upcoming Alpha 317. We'll continue to check in on this economy-altering vehicle as it continues its long journey from concept to completion.
Is that unacceptable to the completion part? Was that again the innuendo here on today's show is just by far superior than many other things you'd ever watch. I don't even think there's slow-mo portions of show on any other stream yet. I think we're the originators of the slow-mo. With that, I felt like the completion part was probably the, most important part of that. Damn. It's a lot of shit.
So what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that Will Price, like so many others, came from the community, and that his work is an essential part of making ISC each and every week. That some of the biggest and most anticipated vehicles are currently making their way through the ship pipeline, and that the internal battle for the merchantman's toilets
it's the ultimate
has
space
only
dildo,
just
Cash.
begun. Now, don't forget that the free fly that's currently underway ends real soon. Check the robertsspaceindustries.com website for all the details. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. We'll see you back here next week.
Wow. Let me tell you something. That was just seeing the Hull C, I think, got me very excited in my no spot. So I think they made up for it. I'm not quite sure, like I don't know, man. Like these employee spots, they can be good, they can be bad. I think they're just time fillers, and I do think that they need to kind of really maybe rethink that portion for at least Inside Star Citizen. While I do appreciate sometimes to get, into some of these employees' backstories, for the most part, let's be real, a lot of us just care about like the top dogs, like way at the top. I mean, I know many of us miss pillar talk, aka pillow talk. I would love to see something happen with the big guys getting into a room, talking it out, hashing it out, telling us where they're at. I think that needs to happen again. A lot of disconnects happening. I can see it in the numbers. I can see it in the analytics. I can see that what had happened last month with the roadmap debacle and the community mismanagement is that a lot of people got a bad taste in their mouth. It's not really a smart move, by management, the way they handled the situation. And, as much as I'm not a fair weather guy and I've been in this for the long haul, I understand the importance of, the image and what it is that they're trying to portray, to be professional. And they need to raise that bar back up again. And they need to, on shows like these are subscription paid shows. Our subscription money goes to these shows, and we always want content. And it's a hard thing for Cloud Imperium to balance, trying not to give away too much, but at the same time appeasing the backers. I don't envy that position, to be in that position. So I would say maybe because of the mishap in the past month, that what management and those that we look to for culpability, to be responsible, is that they kind of, say, let us focus on putting more out than we normally would to appease, the misstep. What's up, Zark? Good to see you, buddy. Our friend Oliver Zark reporting from the verse. How you doing, buddy? What's up, Bricks? How you doing? Tomorrow's stream, I'm probably going to start really early, by the way. And this is because Christy has more tests and scans to do at Cleveland Clinic. And so I'm probably going to start around 8 to 8:30 in the morning. And we've got a lot to go over very fast. And hopefully, Fridays pick up. I'm going to see if they don't. I'm going to do it a couple more times. And if they don't pick up, I might change the day. We had a poll on what day would be best for our members. And a lot of people said, hey, Fridays. And we've been doing them Fridays for the past 3 or 4 weeks. And nobody's showing up because, I don't know, maybe it's Friday and everybody's out. Like, I don't get it. So, we will see what we need to do. I will continue to do it to collect more data as I do. And then I can't wait, because next week I will be hooking up. This is heavy. I'll be hooking up this guy with all these buttons with Pepe's help. And thank you, everybody, for helping out with that. And the Shure mic. And oh my God, don't drop it. Oh my God, please don't drop this. Oh God, hold on. Oh, don't drop it. Oh God. Oh, I love you. I love you so much. Oh, yes. Oh, sorry. Am I still on? Pepe, roll the credits, please. Pepe, roll it. Pepe. Oh, yeah, not down there. Oh, my goodness. What are you doing down there? Oh, yeah.